evening, good evening, good evening. This is your godly mentor and life coach, Auntie Taye Lolu. The holidays are here again, and as you know, I'm a child advocate. Anything that has to do with the children and adolescents, I don't take it lightly. I received a news this afternoon. Somebody called me and gave me a gist about a secondary school girl in Lagos whom the dad's younger brother got pregnant, took her for abortion, and it was when she got to school and her uniform got wet. I think the pregnancy was about 5 months before the uncle took her for abortion. So after the abortion, she lactated. And it was in school that a female teacher saw her blouse and took her to the convenience and told her to remove her clothes. And upon sighting her boobs, the woman knew that she was either pregnant or she just had an abortion. By further query and inquiry, it was discovered that she got pregnant by the uncle, and the uncle took her to the hospital for abortion. The father of the girl was invited to school and he almost passed out. This was a younger brother who had been deported from abroad, whom he brought into the house to stay with them until he could find his balance. And here was the same uncle who impregnated his own daughter, his own SS2 daughter, and even took her for abortion. Now, I'm not really faulting the uncle, although what he did is something worthy of execution. I blame the mother the most. How can your girl be 5 months pregnant under your roof and you did not even know? You did not even see the signs. I usually tell you parents, another holiday is here. Apply TAP. TAP is an acronym formed by me, Auntie Taye Lolu. I formed it. Time, availability, and presence. Your presence and your gifts cannot represent your presence in your child's life. And for we women that are corporate ladies, that we work in the corporate world, we need to set our priorities. The economists will say opportunity cost, or is this scale of preference now? Is that your career, that's your corporate job, more important than your children? As I was being told that news this afternoon, I just began to wonder, how can your daughter be 5 months pregnant and you come home every night and you did not know? You did not observe. We know that it's not everybody that has big stomach when pregnant. Some people, it is just their breast. But you cannot tell me that a doting, caring, and observant mother would not know that the daughter is pregnant. The girl went to abort that pregnancy with that devilish uncle, and it was in school the teacher noticed the lactation on her uniform. And it was later discovered that she had been severely sexually abused under the roof of her own parents by her own blood uncle. Now listen to me. As an adolescent coach of impact and repute, yes, you cannot wish that away because that is what I am. I have lots of information and experiences that can never be bought in the market. I've heard things, I've seen things. Some cases that are with me are even in court already. So when I tell you what I'm about to tell you, know that I'm saying it from a place of full and good information. Many of your livings, uncles, aunties, housemaids, they are the ones that introduce your children to sex. They are the ones that introduce your children to evil. Be observant. Notice the signs. Somebody that will abuse my child sexually, before the person makes the move, I will know. Because I'm very observant. I'm watching you, you don't know. I'm observing your body language. I'm looking at everything. Before it happens, I will know. Because although I work with the presidency, so Kema Robimi Nishe, I have a very thriving and successful career. I also have this NGO that is functioning, that I'm always busy with. But nonetheless, I'm never nonchalant with my children. I'm never absent in my children's life. Many of you corporate ladies, why can't you work it so that during the holidays you can be home for your leave, for your official annual leave, and be with your children? The substance of our lives as parents is adjudged by the quality of children we raise. No matter how successful you are as a person, if I meet your child and your child is below par, I cannot accord you any respect. And that is why I always advocate mentorship. But many of you think maybe because she's looking for money, that's why she's shouting mentorship. God has blessed me. If I'm offering my mentorship to your children, it's because of the call of God upon my life. A deep-seated desire to impact. A deep-seated desire to transform the adolescent of today. That is why I always emphasize and echo mentorship. Mentorship is not overrated because most parents today are busy. It is an undeniable face-eating truth. We are busy. And if you know you are busy, at least spend your money and provide worthy in provision. Spend your money and get a godly mentor for your child. Just now, about 5 minutes ago, I just took some adolescents on goal setting and achievements. I spoke to them for over 30 minutes. Mentorship will give to your child what some of you cannot even give the child. If you know you are unavoidably busy, register your child for mentorship with me. Get a tab at home that I can reach your child on. Probably I want to have video conversation with them on WhatsApp, although we would have pre-agreed. For parents who are usually at home, we use the phone of the parents. But if you know you will not be around, if there's an elderly person at home, get a tablet and let the elderly person supervise your child. So that when I want to call on WhatsApp video call, I can reach your child. Today, I didn't really have the plan of having any video session. But this morning, as I was meditating, I just decided that let me teach these children in age-appropriate language how to set goals and accomplish them. And I've just done for a batch of people now. It was after I was done that I saw some messages on my WhatsApp that several other people had indicated interest, that they want their child to participate in the video session about goal setting and achievement. So I've just did a pre-recorded video just now, about 3 minutes ago. I recorded everything I taught in that class about goal setting and achievements. Is already recorded now. So for those other people that could not meet the WhatsApp video session, I will send it to them. Their child can watch. The Bible says faith comes by hearing and hearing. So also does decadence, immorality, social vices, irresponsibility comes by hearing and hearing. Uprightness, responsibility, and sound morality also comes by hearing and hearing. The more your children hear the good things, the more their minds becomes transformed. Romans 12, is it 12 verse 2? Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. There's also this scripture, 2 Corinthians 10:5. It says that casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself above the knowledge of God. How do you cast down imaginations? How do you downturn bad imaginations? How do you obliterate and remove every negative thing your child has before taken in? It is by infusing the right one on that bad one. The more you now allow your child have access to taking in the right thing, that bad ones that are already in that child's mind will become obliterated and erased. And that is what 2 Corinthians 10 verse 5 was trying to tell us. Casting down imaginations. The holidays are here now. Please apply TAP, time, availability, and presence. Be present in the life of your child. How many of you even have family time? Times when you just leisurely chit-chat with your children. It could be Saturday evening, perhaps Sunday evening, after dinner. As a father, you make yourself available and forget that frivolous faji for that Sunday night and sit with your wife and children and have family time. Connect with your children psychologically and emotionally. Get to know their plans. Get to know what they plan to become. Advise them, guide them. You are their earthly angels. Please, look at the girl now. It was the dad's younger brother that impregnated her. Upon further inquiry, it was discovered that it was this immoral uncle that took her virginity and had her over and over and over again until he impregnated her. What have you been doing with your time? The economist will say opportunity cost, scale of preference. It is by the choices you make that we know what you value. There's this secular saying that wherever your treasure is, there your heart will be. And if your heart is there, your presence ought to be there also. For you men, we know you are very busy. If you know you have a wife that is also very, very busy, please talk to that your wife, that at least when the children are home during the holidays, that she makes herself available. Or get a godly mentor like me for your child. I have access to most of my mentees. I call them on voice calls once and again. I do video sessions with them. And even when I'm not speaking to them, weekly I send them videos. Watch this video. Record your voice note on WhatsApp and tell me what you learned in the video. I usually even get feedback from them whenever I send videos to them. Only last night, I made sure I sent at least two videos to each of my mentees. At least I have almost 70 now. I sent two videos to each of them. I am that deliberate and intentional with my mentorship. Get a godly mentor for your child. Advise your wife. How can your daughter be pregnant for months and the mother did not even notice? The kind of mother that I am, if my child squeezes his face like this alone, I'm already on his matter. What is the matter? Jibola, what happened? What happened? Is there anything? Is there anything you want to tell me? Is there anything you need my advice about? I'm already on top of the matter. I don't take chances. The world we live in now has become so decadent, so corroded, polluted, and downtrodden that we cannot afford to leave our parenting to chance. No! Time, availability, and presence is germane in the life of your child. And this is why I continually reiterate that I love my twin sister especially for something. There's no time my children are home from boarding that my sister is not on leave. She will take leave and stay with her children. The substance of our life as parents is determined by the quality of children we raise. If I meet you today and I subsequently meet your child and your child is below par, don't think I'm going to accord you any respect because you ain't gonna get that from me. Prioritize your children. They are your retirement plan. Omota oko, agbele takota. I have lots of reported cases with me about sexual abuse. These house helps, house girl, house boys, no matter how much you trust them, watch them with your children. Many of them are the ones that pollute our children. All these uncles and aunties too, all these megads, watch them around your children. They are the ones that brings the pollution to the house. They are the ones that brings the corrosion to the house. They are the ones. Welcome, Jaiska Snare. You always watch my program. I appreciate you. They are the ones. Be careful. Many of you have children that came back home from boarding. Have you even checked their stuffs? I love a mother who called me at a time during the holiday. She's the mother of my mentee in Lagos. And she told me, she called me alarmed. She said, "Ma, I just found a gold chain in my daughter's bag. Please, how do I go about it?" I said, confront her, ask her where she got it from. And after she got the information, she reverted to me that she said it was a crush, a boy that gave it to her. She said, "Ma, what do you want me to do?" And we mutually and strategically worked out what she should do. And she did it. But many of you, the moment your children come back from boarding school, you are back to business. You are mere providers for your children, mere caretakers. You are not nurturers. You are not groomers. Until you become nurturers and groomers for your children, you are not going to impact that child. It is not enough that you have given them a roof over their head. It is not enough that you pay their school fees. It is not enough that you buy them fancy clothes on their back. What values have you infused into your child? How many times do you talk to your child? What behavioral control method works for your child? I told you that our children vary one to the other. I have 3 kids now. They vary one to the other. The behavioral control method that works for A, if I use it for B, it doesn't work. If I use that same behavioral control method for my daughter, it does not work. So I took my time to intentionally study and know my children. And I know what works. There are 3 things every parent must know concerning their child. Number 1, your child's love language. What is your child's love language? In what manner does your child receive your love the most? A child who is secure in your love will hardly hurt you. A child who is 100% secure in the love of his or her mother will hardly do anything that will hurt that parent. For example, I'm in love with my husband. If perhaps I want to do something bad, I have to consider him. How would this man feel if I do this kind of thing? No, how will he feel? He will feel bad. Don't let me do it. So also it is with our children. When your child is secure in your love, your child will hardly hurt you. Your child will reconsider before he or she makes the wrong choices. After love language, number 2, what is your child's behavioral control method? What is your child's behavioral control method? Some children change by verbal advice. Some, until you beat them, they don't become better. Some, you withdraw privileges from them. And some, you punish them. Some children, if they do anything wrong and you say kneel down there, they would adjust. They become better. They are terrified of punishment. Some, it is withdrawal of privileges, which works for my first son. If I tell him, if you do this, I will withdraw this from you, he would adjust pronto. So what works with our children varies. Number 3, what is your child's temperament? There's a book I recommended for parents to buy and read. Tim LaHaye. Tim LaHaye. LaHaye. Tim. Tim LaHaye. Why You Act the Way You Do is a book about temperament. Get it. If you don't know how to get it, send me a DM on WhatsApp. I will help you get it. Read that book. The moment you know the personality type of your child, one to the other, some are cholerics, some are sanguines, some are phlegmatics, some are melancholics. By their personality type, you will know how to handle them for a most effective parenting experience. May the Lord give you all wisdom. May the Lord give you wisdom, please. Many of us are parenting wrong. Let me not derail further. The core of this charge this afternoon is that during this holiday, watch your children. That uncle that is staying in your house, watch that uncle around your female child. That auntie that is staying in your home, watch that auntie with your male children. Watch them. Be observant. I'm not saying you should trigger any dirty thoughts in their mind, but from a place of reasonable distance, observe them. Put your eyes and ears to the ground. Look at that girl. Who knows the kind of hospital she went for that abortion now? Who knows what has been damaged in her body? All because an immoral uncle came to the scene. Because an immoral uncle came to live in the house. There was a time I did... Parents should prioritize the care of their children, mothers especially. Yes, please, and fathers too. I know mothers especially, but please stop excusing the fathers out of it. Because especially for boys, even girls, they need the impact of their fathers. There are many things a female child will learn from the father that cannot be gotten elsewhere. Let me complete this reading. Mothers especially should endeavor to study the changes in their children's attitude, behavior, and reactions to issues. Let me read that. And thank you for what you start. Thank you so much. Thank you. So please, this is no joke. Now the holidays are here. Many of you will use your money to drink beer. You women, you use your money to buy hair. You use it to buy Mary Kay powder. You cannot spare little money to allow me mentor your children, to allow your children access to the priceless and value-filled things I can offer your child. There are videos your children need to watch before they go back to the boarding school. There are books they need to read. I told you I'm an author. I've written 3 books and I have 3 on the pipeline that I'm working on now. By the end of the month, I will have 6 e-books in the market. The 3 that are yet available: Operation Red Alert, Guard Your Gates, and Separate from Lots. Guard Your Gates will help your children discern the kind of things they are supposed to allow into their ears and eye gates. Separate from Lots is an e-book that after your child reads it, they will have the discernment to dissociate from the wrong kind of friends and the wisdom to choose the right kinds of friends. Operation Red Alert is a choice guidebook that will help your children to continually make the right choice as they grow and evolve through life. Get these books. They are mere pittance. They cost nothing. Nothing is too costly to sacrifice for the upward growth of your child, for the mental build-up, for the psychological boost of your child. Send me a DM today on WhatsApp. I even recommend that you all follow me on WhatsApp because there are contents I share on my WhatsApp story that I cannot share on Facebook so that I will not be blocked by Zuckerberg. So follow me on WhatsApp and check my stories periodically. They are edifying content that will nourish you as a parent concerning your children. Register your child with me for mentorship. If the money is the problem, because registration is standard, it's 5,000 naira. And at the end of every month, you are expected to pay commitment fee. But if the money is the challenge, you can still talk to me. I'm a mother. Stop leaving parenting to chance. Stop leaving parenting to chance. This holiday period and beyond, observe your children. Prioritize the care of your children. Fathers, take charge of your home. Ìyàwó yín ò lè dọkọ mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. Talk to your wife. Stay at home, dear. Study these children. This is their holiday period, my dear. Stay with the children. Myself as their father, I will also find time to be around mostly. And you make sure you do that you are available to, dear father. Please, I don't want to go beyond. I think I've spoken for about 30 minutes. I never get tired of talking. I pray that God Almighty continues to renew my strength. So for most of you that have been calling me, praying for me, sowing seeds into raising the bar, I say thank you. Thank you so much. Your gestures encourage me in no mean measure. Thank you. And for those of you that have registered your children with me for mentorship, I'm sure you can attest to the fact that you made the right decision. And we are still going on. We are still running with it. And I pray that every effort, every investment I do concerning your children will avail for them tremendously. None of them will abort in purpose. They will fulfill their destiny on time and to time in the name of Jesus. Tomorrow is another Tuesday when Auntie Taye Lolu will be fasting and praying with all the parents of our registered mentees. If you have registered your children with me for mentorship, know that by evening tonight, you will get the spiritual guide and prayer points from me. And by tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll be fasting. Also, I usually call at least 10 parents every Tuesday to personally pray with them. If you are among those I will be calling to pray with tomorrow, I will send you a message this night. What do we have here? How could someone's daughter be pregnant for months under one's roof without the mother or father suspecting? Yes, That's what I said. The girl was pregnant for about 5 months till the uncle took her for abortion. The parents did not know. It's so disgusting. It's so heart-wrenching. It's so, in fact, I'm having goosebumps right now. Because if my child as much as frowns where I am, I'm already on that case. What is wrong? What happened? Let alone getting pregnant. May the Lord Almighty help us in our parenting. I'm advising that you follow me on WhatsApp. Add me on WhatsApp so that you can be seeing my WhatsApp status. There are things I post there that I don't post on Facebook. 08038408948. 08038408948. And for those of you that have registered your children with me for mentorship, I've sent you affirmations. Affirmations that you are supposed to print and paste on the bedroom wall of your children. That affirmation is to be recited by your child at least 3 times every week. There is a mystery between confessions and what a person's life attracts. The moment your children continually recite these affirmations, later over time, it becomes engrafted in their subconscious mind. And when it becomes engrafted, that is the point it begins to work for them. When the word becomes engrafted, that is when it begins to work. For every parent that registered their child with me for mentorship officially, I'm sure you have received the affirmations from me. Please endeavor to print it, paste it on the bedroom wall of your children, and supervise them that they recite it at least 3 times every week. There's one of my mentees that I'm particularly very proud of. She's Kiki Okbe. She's from Lagos. She's only 8 years old. This girl will recite the affirmations after her Sunday sessions with me. She does it sometimes, that when I'm done with WhatsApp video calls with her, she will just say, Auntie Taye Lolu, I want to recite the affirmations. And she will start reciting it. This girl, without looking at her bedroom wall, she can recite 70% out of those affirmations. And I'm sure that because they have already become engrafted in her mind. She's only 8 years old. As she evolves and grows on through life, those affirmations will guide her choices. Many things I do in the course of mentorship, they are divinely inspired. I'm not here to joke. So whenever I say, do this thing, I want you to do it. God bless you. Keep them coming. I still have capacity for more registrations. My mentorship spans across ages 5 to 12, 13 to 18, and 19 to 24. With God as my strength and validator, I have capacity to take these children on. God bless you. Thank you for watching this program. If it has impacted you in any way, you can do well to share. Share this program. Let other parents be blessed. God bless you. Once again, my phone number, 08038408948. Goodbye.